Huh.
I just feel rushed this morning.
Do you?
Yes.
Sorry.
What's up?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's been a while.
It's been a while for us.
For me and you.
Yeah, we thought that we needed to pre-record a lot of episodes because Angela was going on a trip that is no longer happening.
Yep.
So we haven't recorded in a minute.
Yeah, but we were recording once a week there.
For a hot second.
For a hot second, which is rare.
Yeah, because the last episode,
the last one we recorded was Where We Burned. And when did we record that? I don't even remember.
Like a few days after the Halloween
3 weeks
episode.
ago. Yeah. 3 weeks ago, probably.
Yeah, that one hasn't even come out and won't come out till next week.
Oh, yeah, and this episode is going to come out in a long time.
So, yeah, this one that we're recording today comes out on the 26th.
Of November.
Uh-huh. Which is also the day...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I haven't talked about this, but I'll talk about it now.
Love that. Talk about it, dude.
Yeah.
Big. This is... Everybody, this is big, okay? Paul's going to be a little humble about it. But
Whatever.
I won't be.
Okay.
This is
just something on the November 26th, a documentary that I technically created and like produced and am part of, subject as well, is being released on ID Discovery Channel, and then it'll be streaming on HBO Max.
Woo!
It's been like 5 or 6 years
in the making
at this point, / the past 15 years of my life.
And we've been breadcrumbing this quote-unquote special project that Paul has been working on the entire time we've had this podcast, because Paul can obviously talk about it because he was like
there's just NDAs
under
and
contract and stuff.
Yeah, but it's a very personal story to myself, and it's also just a crazy interesting true crime situation. And a lot of our listeners from our hometown already know about it. It's like very centered around our hometown.
Yep.
But check it out. It's called The Rocky Mountain Mortician Murder. Bit of a mouthful on the title. I didn't pick that.
ID Discovery and then streaming on HBO Max.
But so check it out. November 26th. Watch it over the holidays. Watch it on Thanksgiving.
Yes, it's a fun true crime Thanksgiving watch.
3-episode miniseries.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But
Dude.
It was crazy to make. It's a crazy thing that happened in my life.
And it's your life.
And it's my life. And hopefully, some good things come from it at the very least. And it, at the very, very least, helps my career. At the very least. But yeah.
I can't wait to watch it.
It's finally coming out. We'll see how hopefully everybody likes it. Hopefully it's well received. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it.
That's okay. I'm so glad you did. I didn't even think about that. That's so...
Well, I looked at the calendar the other day and I was like, oh yeah, this comes out the day that it's releasing.
Nice.
Like, holy shit.
Nice.
So yeah, after you listen to this episode,
go check it out.
Discovery ID. I don't know when it's playing.
What's it called again?
The Rocky Mountain Mortician Murder. There's trailers on the internet you can look up, and look for me in it because I'm interviewed and I think every episode that interview is used, and also I was just there for the entire thing, start to finish. Yeah. So really proud of it.
Passion project.
Yeah, had a ton of crazy hurdles.
I mean, just years and years.
A lot
of
lessons learned about who to work with and who not to work with, but
crazy.
Whatever. At the end of the day, proud of what we made. Citizen Jones, the production company I worked with, was really great to work with. We had a great working relationship, and super proud of it.
Very exciting.
I don't know, doesn't feel real, but whatever.
For sure, it'll feel real when it comes out.
I know, we'll see.
I feel like when you see it on HBO, you're gonna be like, oh my god,
because I've just seen
real.
Videos online that they send me, but crazy.
So crazy that we can talk about it now.
I know.
I didn't even think about that.
I got the email, I think last Monday or something.
Yeah.
And they're just it's officially announced.
Wow.
Here's the news article about it.
Wow.
And we could talk about it. So.
God, that's exciting, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, could not be happier that it's just crazy that it happened.
I know.
You've been working on it for so many years. I just can't believe something actual it's
the years
real.
and years that I was this is going to be a documentary like one day, like this is going to happen. And then like you said that and like everyone was like, but like I never really thought it was going to happen because I just didn't know. And
for sure. But then shit just started.
It was really,
happening.
It is very like happenstance or like serendipitous. Like,
yeah, but I mean, that's how shit gets made.
Yeah.
And also you put in the effort.
Well, yeah, but it's just like, it is, you know, because I worked in TV and because I like worked on a show for Netflix, like told a producer on that show the story, and they were like, yeah, that should be a documentary. And like that was kind of like the spark that made me reach out and like find a producer to work with that like got us connected to Citizen Jones, that got us connected to like Discovery. And so yeah, it was just a crazy. Sometimes I forget,
for sure,
you know, that I'm like, oh yeah, like I networked and shit.
Totally.
'Cause I hate doing that.
You're right. Well, yeah, but you did the shit out of it. I mean, how many fucking phone calls you had to make?
I know.
You don't even like to call a restaurant.
Oh.
To see if they're open.
You're telling me. I just had to be like a different person.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody go watch it.
Yep. And then tell your friends to watch it.
Yep.
And then tell your friends that there's a podcast that they should watch more.
Exactly.
Because I'm more, yeah.
Because we love the podcast. We love the podcast. We love the smut. It's very fun. Over a year we've been doing this and we're not stopping.
No.
On that note, I should say welcome back to another episode of Secondhand Smut. This is Secondhand Smut, and I'm Angela.
And I'm Paul.
And this is a podcast where I read smut and I retell it to my best friend Paul, so that he doesn't have to read it.
And then I comment on it.
It's fun. We have fun. You know?
It's fun.
It's fun.
And I will fucking die on that hill.
I wanted to tell a story to the listeners. You know this story, but I want women out there to know this story.
Okay.
So I got an IUD.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Christine told me, she's like, you're going to wish you would have done this years ago. And of course I do. I don't know why I didn't do this 10 years ago. Anyway.
Different tune you're singing than the last time we talked about
this.
For
sure.
So I can't, I'm
but I was so hopeful. I wanted it to work.
Okay.
You know? Anyway, so got the IUD and, you know, a lot of women have them. I'm sure everyone listening, some of the women, you know, like how fucking painful it is, all this shit. Anyway, so I'm getting the IUD. And like a week later, I think I'm going to die. Pain like you've never experienced. I've been hit by a car. I would have rather been hit by a car again.
That's not an exaggeration. Angela has been hit by a car. Well, like in a crosswalk,
while
driving
riding
a scooter. Hit by a car. Sorry for a different day, but just to put everything in perspective.
But that's how fucking bad this IUD was hurting. I would have rather been hit by a car again. I was like, should I call 911? Yeah. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I'm like, power through it. Just like, maybe it's the IUD settling in, whatever. Cut to, like, now I've had it for 2 weeks. Fucking pain. Like, I'm whiting out. My vision is whiting out. I'm lightheaded. I'm gonna pass the fuck out in my bathroom. Pain.
I saw you in the middle of this. We went to the corn maze. Corn maze.
Uh-huh.
And she walked up to the table at dinner before we went. And I was like, oh, yeah. Like something's up.
Well, and my energy.
And then you were just like, rah, like screaming when you got to the table, just like, and you did look like a little flushed. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I was look like you're going
through it badly. I'd like taking 2,000 milligrams of ibuprofen a day, not even touching. Anyway, I finally call my doctor. I finally am like, okay, Angela, you can't power through this. Something's wrong.
I guess you're just weak.
So I call the doctor and they're like, come in. We'll see you today. So I get there. She sticks a probing ultrasound up my vagina into my uterus to look. She's like, it's there. She's like, your IUD is where it needs to be. It hasn't slipped through the uterine lining, which is what I was worried about.
This is fucking free floating in your
abdomen. My God, I don't even know. And she goes, well, are you constipated? And I said, in fact, I have not shit in 2 weeks, yes. And as someone who is chronically regular, I poop 3 times every morning, every day. I was like...
3 times every morning?
Yeah, well, men will sit on the toilet for an hour and then poop 3 times.
All right, let's not make this about gender.
Just saying. For me, 3 times is a poop that I do 3 times. Normally, a dude will sit there for 30 fucking minutes and just let it come. Now, you poop the way I poop.
I was just saying, I wake up, I poop,
then poop
do
again.
my stuff, drink my coffee, take Roby for a walk, Second poop. Go to work.
A lot of men don't do that, and I've had experience in this.
Okay.
They'll sit on the toilet for 35 fucking minutes,
That's
do their
true.
3 poops.
I've lost Taylor to the bathroom for a while before.
Yeah, Jake's in there for like an hour. Sam's in there for an hour every morning.
These
My
are all
ex
men
would
we
be
know.
in there for. I'm like, okay, like, just poop, leave, poop again. Anyway.
Yeah, my stepdad used to keep a book in there.
Yeah.
Just be powering through chapters.
Yeah, and I'm like, don't sit.
Sit in your stank.
No.
Sit in your stank.
Poop and leave.
And they're not courtesy flushing, and we know that.
No, they're not. Anyway, don't make this about gender. So I told the doctor, I said, yeah, in fact, I am constipated as fuck. And she was like, okay, I want you to drink Dulcolax on the hour, every hour. You're not supposed to exceed 1 in 24 hours, by the way, unless in extreme forms of.
Yeah.
And do an enema. And I was like, I'll do anything because I'm in so much pain.
He said, don't tell me with a good time.
And the doctor was so funny. She was like, I was like, I don't think this is going to help because this is not poop pains I'm feeling. This is period cramp. I feel like I'm having contractions going in labor
You're
pain.
having shit baby contractions.
And she goes, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
And I said,
tell me
okay.
something I don't know. and then he danced out of the office.
And yep. And so I left, got an enema, got Dulcolax, fucking just chugging that shit. The next 3 days of my life were hell on the toilet.
Yeah.
And I'm still not having great poops, but I'll tell you what, that was it. She was right. I was just really constipated, and it was making me. She's like, I think this is coincidental. Well, the hormonal IUDs constipation is a whatever side effect that can happen. So yeah, I just needed to poop, and now loving this IUD. Wish I would have done it 10 years ago.
Good to know.
Yeah, just for anybody out there.
This is a nice
this is a PSA.
Yeah,
really.
Don't go to the doctor. Fucking shit.
Yeah, just pay attention.
Just have an enema.
Yeah, man. So I'm.
How was the enema?
It was fine. I mean, I've done it before. You know.
And you'll do it again.
And I'll do it again. Yeah, I just love an enema. Sometimes it's just you
seem like the type that would love an enema.
Yeah, I would try a coffee enema. I would try any kind of. I would love to get a colonic. If I'm honest.
I'm like, what are these? Are these all not the same thing?
Well, the colonic is when you go to a med spa and they clear you out.
You have that little window.
God, I would love to do that. Would you do that?
I would do that, but I wouldn't look at the window.
I would have to know.
Like I always see like every Real Housewives franchise ever at some point someone gets one and they watch it. And
you don't want to watch what's coming out of you?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, it's kind of like when you pick your nose and you got to look, or when you go to the bathroom and you got to look. You know, like I'd have to know.
I understand, but I don't have to know.
All right. I would look at yours.
I wouldn't let you.
Why, Paul?
Ancient treasures.
You're taking the fun out of the colonic.
Well, I'm not here for fun. I'm here for fucking business.
True.
You know?
But I would do that. In fact,
I would probably do that.
I might look into it. But that was just just a little story I wanted to tell.
How's your asshole bleaching going?
Oh, yeah. I had my first thing yesterday.
Did it hurt?
Oh, dude. I've been getting my face lasered for years. So I thought, oh, a laser on my butthole? Fine.
No prob.
Yeah. It's not for hair removal, everybody.
Yeah, it's not a hairy ass situation. Don't think that.
It's to make your butthole
lighter.
The skin lighter.
Bleachy.
Yeah, it's like the new thing or whatever. So I go there.
It's like the new thing or whatever. I don't know, like the Kardashians.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, like anyway. So I decided I want to get my butthole lasered. So I do this thing when I'm about to have a procedure, anything.
Where you shave your whole
where
body.
I don't think about what I'm about to do so that I can't build it up in my head. Oh. So I'm like, oh, whatever. I'll just go to this med spa, whatever. I'm there. And she's lasering. It's like painful. I'm like, whoa, ow, fuck.
Well, at least you know you're alive.
And do you want to know?
What?
It is a thing. I should have done way more research before paying thousands of dollars to do this because the aftercare, you can't have sex, you can't take a hot shower, you're not supposed to have sex for 7 to 10 days after. You can't.
How are you going to do that?
Well, I'm just going to not.
Okay.
I'm just going to do it and hope for the best. You can't take a hot shower for 7 to 10 days. Okay. You can't get like steam hot, like you can't exercise for 7 to 10 days.
Damn it.
I know. What am I going to do?
Shit.
Your skin will like maybe fall off. You're resurfacing your skin. And it's like, I'm not just doing my booty hole. I'm doing like the thighs and the bikini area as well, just to lighten the skin. No, because I don't. No, God, no.
People do that.
I mean, I can't imagine
rejuvenation.
Oh, well, yeah, but that's different than what this is. Okay. I can't imagine. Anyway, it's so much worse than the hair removal lasers. It's like fucking, you have to just cake yourself in Aquaphor for 7 to 10 days after. I really shouldn't be wearing these leggings right now.
I was just going to ask, like, should I have put something down?
It's crazy. You know, it's expensive. It's painful.
You're just finally taking her in for maintenance.
Exactly.
The whole thing.
It's routine maintenance.
Yeah.
And
it's just been a while.
Exactly. But anyway,
I don't know if the asshole bleaching's routine, but
no,
that's okay.
It's 4 to 6 treatments once every 5 weeks.
And you've done one.
Well, yesterday was really just like the test patch, so I'm gonna go in for the big boy in 2 weeks.
How are you gonna do that?
Dependent on how I'm just gonna have to do it. I've already paid for it. It was $1,200. And at the end of this whole thing, it's going to end up being $2,000. So, so I'm in it now.
You're in it.
There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
But really, the big thing, I can get through the pain. The big thing, I'm just like, I didn't realize there's so much fucking aftercare.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, I've fucked myself.
Well, you've butt fucked yourself.
Yeah.
Felt really good to say butt fucked that hard.
You butt fucked yourself.
Whew, some things just sound so good coming out. They feel so good on your lips.
Feels, yep. That mouth feel.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
let's get into it.
Let's get into this book.
This has been crazy. We've been being crazy.
Let's get into this book, okay. Paul. God almighty. No. Let me say something. Sorry.
Sorry, everyone. I touched the book. I fucked up. I touched the book.
I got a few things to say about this book.
I just wanted to see the cover.
It's a total. It's just the picture of a flower and then the oceans in the background.
Yeah.
So no one would know you're reading porn.
If I saw that, I'd be like, "That's fucking porn."
For sure. So few things. This book is called Bohemian by Kathryn Nolan, a steamy small town romance. We have done Kathryn Nolan on the podcast before. She is the author of Strictly Professional. Remember, she was the tattoo artist,
yes,
and he was the British hotelier.
Sometimes when you're like reference an old one, I think of My Guess first instead of the actual
really
book. Yeah, just then I was like, oh well, actually now
I don't remember your Guess, because that was a long time ago. That was a long that was one of our first episodes.
Yeah, that was a really
but remember the first 6 chapters of that book were them just fucking in her tattoo parlor.
In her tattoo parlor.
Stop it.
Okay, yeah. I do remember.
We liked that book.
Yeah.
Kathryn Nolan, thing about her, she is a really good author. It's not like these fucking smut books like Where We Burn.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, that's like if I wrote a smut book. This woman is an actual
author,
like,
not
talented
like
author.
Glorified fanfic.
Right. Like just fantastic. This book was a 5 out of 5. Truly, when I read a 5 out of 5 book, it really pulls me back because I'm like, okay, so this is what a 5 out of 5 book is.
Yeah.
You know?
It resets your standard.
It resets my standard. So this was a 5 out of 5. Absolutely love it. The reason why I chose this book, it has been on my TBR for a year. The reason why I chose this book is because it was described to me as a secret hot nerd with a filthy, nasty mouth.
Oh, that's everything you're about.
Literally.
Like,
I know.
Right now especially. It's
I know.
Like all you're doing.
Like literally, quite literally. And so
literally.
I was like, sign me up. Mm-hmm. So that's that. You don't have to read these things.
Yeah.
These red things. Just the
words.
Yep.
I immediately started reading what you said not to read. Okay.
Stupid.
Calvin Ellis. Whatever. Calvin Ellis' neat and orderly life is thrown into upheaval when he inherits a quirky bookstore in the tiny town of Big Sur, California. Once famous for magical poetry readings and bohemian rebellion, the shop now teeters on the brink of bankruptcy. Desperate to keep the doors open, the broody new owner agrees to host a fashion shoot on the property. This is sounding very cheesy Hallmark movie.
It's not.
Okay.
Oh, well, it is, but the writing was so good. I mean, that's why I'm like, I don't know how much you're going to love it because you didn't read the book. You can't get a sense for how good the writing style
let's
was.
see how good of a storyteller you can be.
So we'll see.
We'll
see what I can weave for you.
The supermodel is a force of nature, outgoing, glamorous, and wildly popular. Women like her never go for guys like him until a powerful storm traps Lucia in Big Sur, and these polar opposites end up sharing a night of unforgettable passion. Lucia unleashes something inside of Calvin, and he begins unlocking her desires one by one. As they explore a forbidden romance punctuated by starry skies and secret love poems, they begin to recapture their lost hopes and dreams. But when the storm finally clears and reality rushes back in, the pair finds themselves at a difficult crossroads.
Good job, Paul.
It wasn't a good job. Shut the fuck up.
I'm lying to you. It was terrible.
You know what? This shift in your attitude I'm sensing. Let's just get through this.
Okay, Paul, are you ready?
Yeah.
Paul, stop.
Why?
You are.
I'm just saying.
I know what you're going to say.
I didn't love the back of that book.
Well, yeah, I mean, the story is cheesy. It's a small town, rom-com movie.
Very rom-com.
It kind of was giving a little bit of like Notting Hill, where Hugh Grant owns the bookstore and Julia Roberts, the fucking movie star, comes in and buys a book, and then she has to stay with Hugh Grant and they fall in love. Kind of like that.
It almost sounds exactly like that.
Yeah, except for it's in Big Sur, California, which is another thing. The setting is just beautiful. Rocky cliffs, ocean spray, redwood trees, moss. Okay, so Bohemian by Kathryn Nolan. We meet Calvin, Cal, he goes by. He's giving eulogy at his grandfather's funeral. His grandfather just passed, and he's learned that he's inherited the Mad Ones, his grandfather's bookstore in Big Sur. And his grandfather in the 70s was a bohemian. He was at like the head of the bohemian movement. So like kind of like hippies. Yeah. Hippie lifestyle. The hippies were like in San Francisco, California. Boho started in like Big Sur. Little history for you.
Just a bit.
So he was a free spirit, the grandfather. And the bookstore was very, very famous. Poets would go there, authors would go there, and they would like do acid and give readings.
Right.
And
I mean, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was just like it was a vibe. It was famous. It was a whole thing. It was a staple in Big Sur and the literary world. Excuse me. But authors and poets stopped showing up about 15 years ago, which was 1997. So what is that math? 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's pretend... Okay, well, that's not true. I was going to say we're in the year of our Lord 2012, but not really, because there's Instagram in this book.
Oh.
So it's like...
Wait, when did Instagram come out?
I don't know. When was this?
Instagram was out in 2012.
Was it?
Yeah. We had Instagram in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh, this is 2017.
Okay.
So picture 2017. Anyway, so the store has been slowly declining, not doing great.
Yeah.
So he learns his grandfather was in massive debt, and now he's just inherited this bookstore that's in massive debt.
Great.
Yeah.
Pissed.
For sure.
I'd be so mad.
And Cal works in like Silicon Valley. He's like a programmer. Yeah. All the stuff has like worked in like his life was just boring.
But hold on.
Went to work every day, fucking came home, did nothing.
So you can just inherit someone's business with debt?
If he leaves in the will.
Yeah, but what? Is that true? I'm going to Google that later.
I don't know if you can inherit someone's debt, but if he's inheriting a store
that has a bunch of debt.
Well, like if you were to die and you had a beneficiary like Taylor wouldn't inherit your credit card debt.
That's what I'm confused about.
But if you had a store and if you owned a business and you left that business to somebody, but what if I would imagine
can you be like, no, thank you?
You can, or he could sell it.
Who's gonna buy it? It's in so much debt.
Well, it's on the property it's on in Big Sur.
I guess I'm getting a little too hung up on this.
You are just a little bit. But you're asking good questions, though, for sure.
If someone was like, "Oh, hey, you've inherited this thing,"
yeah,
you're $2 million in the red.
Exactly, and was his thought. But so the deal is that he like grew up, like he spent his summers there, and it's on the ocean. It's beautiful. It's in the forest. The property is very valuable. He also, by the way, in that moment where the lawyer was like, "Hey, you've inherited this," they also hand him an envelope
full of cash. I hope. No,
he puts the envelope in his pocket and forgets about it.
His grandfather,
obviously. So his rational, sensible parents and him, who I think his mom that was his mom's dad. She was not a hippie. She didn't agree with her dad's lifestyle. She's like, order.
Sounds like a bitch.
You know, yeah. So his parents are like, you should sell this. You should sell the store. And he's like, yes, I agree. I should sell the store.
Right,
he could sell that land for like millions of dollars.
Sure.
But has this feeling in him. He's like, but I also like have the fondest memories of my life there. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I bet he doesn't sell it.
Do you?
I do. And I bet he turns it around and he falls in love.
Maybe. Anyway, so he finds out that his grandfather had been approached by a production company to use that land for a photo shoot, and his grandfather agreed to do it because he was going to make some money off it.
Sure.
And thought it would be kind of a fun thing to do. So he's like, after this photo shoot, I'm going to sell the fucking thing. And the photo shoot is not for a few months from now. It's like 5 months down the road. He's like, I'm going to take a 5-month sabbatical from work, just spend some time in my grandfather's shop, realign a little bit. He's been unhappy. So whatever. Cut to 5 months later.
Yeah.
Lucia Bell is being driven to Big Sur by her best friend and makeup artist, Josie. And she is like super famous, like Bella Hadid famous. And she's a supermodel. She's 20. How old is she? She's 26. Blonde. Striking features.
Stunning. And
Cal is 29.
Damn.
Just so you know.
These children.
I know. They're just babies. Yeah. Lucia Bell was just crowned Dazzle, kind of like Maybelline or L'Oreal. She's been crowned Dazzle's next, like, the face. Yeah.
She won America's Next Top Model, and she's the face of whatever now.
But at 26, she's aging out of
modeling. Rapidly.
Yeah, because she's been modeling since she was like 14. So she's now old in the modeling world. And she's not happy with it. She's like, I'm fucking over this shit. But
over modeling or over aging?
Over modeling and the whole fucking thing. Like the fact that she's aging out of it. But Dazzle is like a multi-buku bucks, millions of dollars. And it's like really good for her career. She's like, I gotta go through with this shit. Anyway, she's also like addicted to social media. So she's addicted to she knows like down to the millionth, like how many followers she has, like 6,700,000.
Creepy.
And if she loses like 2 followers, she ruminates on that shit. She's addicted to it. She's addicted to the fame. She's addicted to
unhealthy.
For sure. So when she puts her phone down finally in the car, she's looking around and she's like, damn, this is beautiful. This redwood forest, all this shit. Like, I'm vibing. This is going to be a cool shoot kind of a thing. We get little hints that she might be a poet, that she writes.
She's a poet. She doesn't even know it.
You're a poet and you don't know it.
That's,
What is that from?
That's just what people say.
Is it?
Isn't it?
I don't know.
I just thought that was like words.
Yeah, it probably is. I'm sure I've seen it in a movie because it's words.
Sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure. I don't know.
Anyway, she is a poet.
She's a poet.
And she keeps, while she's looking around, she keeps coming back to this word in her mind, lilting. She's like, oh, the flowers lilting, blah, blah, blah. She's like,
Lilting?
She's feeling.
Not wilting?
Lilting. Or did
I? Different thing?
Or did I? No, that's.
Is that a word I don't know?
Should we look up the definition?
Should we look it up?
Okay. Lilting, characterized by a pleasant, gentle rising and falling. A lilting Irish accent. So whatever, I don't know, whatever. So she keeps coming back to this word in her mind.
Rising and falling gently.
They get to the bookstore and Cal walks out. Cal is 6'2", brown, beard, facial hair, hard body.
He works out a lot.
Chest full of hair. And he's like more like the hard body, like you don't have a 6-pack of abs, but you're like a man.
Yeah, I get you.
You know,
I know him. Hot.
So that's what he looks like. He comes walking down the stairs. He sees her. She sees him. Obviously, they have a moment. Oh, he has thick black framed glasses.
Yeah,
he's wearing a flannel. You can put it together. And he can't like give her eye contact.
Too hot.
Yeah, which I can't look at hot people either.
Me neither.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
And she thinks it's like really cute. She's like, oh, he can't even look at me.
Because I'm so fucking hot.
Uh-huh. And so the store itself, I'm going to paint the picture for you, is amazing. We're in the redwood forest. You open in and it's just like hectic, crazy, chaotic. There's books everywhere. There's like People used to come in and write on index cards their experience in the store. The ceiling's covered in index cards, little like poems. It's just like stacks of books everywhere. There's a fireplace. Half of the store is also a home.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's just very comfy and cozy and crazy. So eclectic, I would say. Bohemian, if you will. And she's looking around. She's like, this is just a fucking dream. Because she's always wanted to be a writer. Obviously.
It's just that she was cursed with
the
looks,
beauty.
You know.
And her mom and dad are in the industry. Her mom is like some famous director, and her dad is some famous like producer or some shit.
So she's a nepo baby.
And her mom.
She's a stunningly gorgeous, genetically gifted nepo baby.
Yep. And her mom like forced her into modeling.
Life is hard.
She didn't want.
She's a Kardashian.
No, Paul.
She's Kardashian.
You're an idiot. Your stupid face. Why? Anyway, so she's looking around. They're having like cute little banter, her and him. Like she keeps teasing him and he keeps like fumbling over his words. Total nerd, all this shit, you know. And she goes over to the register while she's wandering and she sees a photo of Cal's grandpa with her favorite poet. And she's like, this place would have just been my dream had I not gotten into modeling.
Oh, if only I was not forced into this.
And then she sees a little index card next to the register that has the word lilting on it.
And that's all she's been thinking about.
Thank you, Paul. You're so good.
I am. I'm really putting it together.
And she's like, what does this mean? Why is it here? And Cal's like, my grandpa would write a word of the day and every day. And this was the last word he ever wrote before he died. And I just can't bring myself to take it down.
And she's psychic.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You like her now?
She's got it all. No, I'm jealous of her.
For sure. So am I. And so there's like 6 little teeny tiny 1-room plus a bathroom cabins that his grandfather had built that authors would stay in. And it's just like on the rocky
How
shore.
is this place struggling for money? This sounds like a cash cow.
It really does. Well, because he wasn't utilizing it. You know, he wasn't renting those cabins out. He was letting people stay there for free.
Baby.
Oh, big time.
Work fucking getting crazy. Get ready for the overpriced everything.
Totally. So Cal walks them to the cabins. She's like having anxiety that there's no internet. She's like, how the fuck am I going to check my Instagram? How the fuck am I going to talk to the outside world? Like, how am I going to like, it's cool. This is beautiful, but also like, this is giving me anxiety. So now I'm going to give you a little insight into Cal and how he's been over these past 5 months. He's loving the slower paced vibe. It's beautiful there. He doesn't have to sit in traffic for an hour going to his office jobs, you know, all this shit.
I mean, I get it. It sounds good.
Yep. He's reading again, which he had stopped reading because life just got in the way.
Amen.
You know?
Amen.
So he's been reading every single day, sitting in his grandfather's chair, drinking his grandfather's whiskey. It's just been a whole vibe for the past 5 months. Oh, and then we learned that he broke up with a long-term girlfriend like a year and a half ago. Never been good with the ladies.
Oh, a year and a half ago. Get over it.
Introverted nerd, all this shit. Okay, anyway, so the shoot is going to be over the course of like 3 or 4 days. So day 1, him and her keep having like little moments while he's in the bookshop and there's the production crew changing the bookstore for the photo shoot and all this stuff. She's getting like her makeup done. And she's posing with Taylor. Taylor is the male model. Mm-hmm. And while she's posing with him, it's supposed to be a very sexy shoot, by the way. She's like half naked, all this shit, biting his neck, all this stuff. She keeps like staring at Cal
to get revved
up while and Cal's like, is this woman looking at me?
Yeah, she fucking me with her eyes.
I fucking the shit out of me right now?
Am I getting cucked right now?
Yeah. Yes. He was getting cucked so hardcore. And then they have like cute little moments in the back rooms where they like bump into each other. It's just shit like that. I mean, it was very cute.
Yeah.
Cutesy. And then they have this one moment in a back room where she's talking about her favorite poem. And so he goes and he finds that poem that night and reads it for the first time in years. He knew what poem it was, but you know. So he like rips it out and then leaves a copy of it on her cabin door with a little note. And so the next morning she wakes up to it and she's like, oh my God, this is so cute.
He listened.
Uh-huh.
He listened.
And that's all it takes. That's the moment.
Yeah.
She was like, well.
Yeah, I'm already horned up.
I'm in love with this guy now.
That's all it takes, gentlemen.
It's not hard.
Yeah, all they have to do is find your favorite poem.
Well, not for me.
You don't fucking know any poems.
Not for me.
The poems you know are you're a poet and didn't know it.
Yeah.
You
or
don't
like
know where it's from.
what's the Dr. Seuss?
Green Eggs and Ham?
Yep. That's poetry to me.
Yeah.
And so she wakes up, to this, and she's just like, hasn't read the poem in years, and she's just like feeling inspired. The sunrise over the ocean. She's like, this is just great. I might want to pick up my pen and start writing.
I'm inspired.
She hasn't done in years. She hasn't written in years, Paul. So now day 2, they're at a spot in the forest, in the woods. And the way the author described it, it was really fucking cool. Like, you can picture it. It's beautiful. Tree stumps, bohemian. She's got really cool outfits on and all this shit. So they're in the woods on this extremely steamy set. And Cal is like talking to her. But he's like, wow, she's not bringing up the poem. Like, God, I'm a fucking idiot. Why did I do that?
Yeah.
I'm stupid. I'm embarrassing.
Airball. Missed.
Yeah. But meanwhile, she loves it. She just doesn't want to bring it up yet. So she's naked from the chest up.
Tits out.
But Taylor, the model, his body is covering hers. And Cal is like just watching her throughout this shoot. And he's just like, this woman is so fucking hot. And she's talking to me, and I can't believe he's like, at this point, he's like, I know she was taunting me. She's flirting with me,
What's this Taylor character look like?
He's like, I would describe him as like a douchebag fuckboy. He's funny.
How? Because I
like
love that look.
Like 6'2", blonde, cut abs, defined abs, hairless.
Oh.
Yeah, just like a male model.
What's the hair sitch?
Abercrombie type thing.
I mean, I guess like if he wanted it, I'd give it to him, but whatever.
If he wanted it. Yep. Yeah,
I do think I like the other guy better.
Cal.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
He's smart and funny and nice and all the things.
Yeah.
Taylor was funny. He had some funny lines in the book where he's clearly like a himbo. Just stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Taylor. Anyway, so his body is covering hers. And while Cal is watching, he's just like kind of lurking on the set. He was gonna leave, and she goes, no, please stay. I want you here. He's like, you're sure? She's like, yeah. So he's watching her over the course of like 9 hours, all day long.
Dude, the owner always lurks.
Yep.
If I've learned anything working on production shoots, it's the worst.
Well, I mean, it's their play.
I get it. It's just like, because I was always like the coordinator or whatever, so I'm like sitting there off, like behind camera,
with
having to like
owner?
make small talk with the owner so often. It was just like constantly, and it's the same conversation.
I fucking hate
you got an exciting job, or what are you guys doing? Blah blah blah. It's like, I fucking hate it. It sucks. I hate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm at work.
Totally. Yeah. So he's just lurking, watching. And
this would feel weird to me if I'm like,
well, he's
just part
actually
of
what
the
he's
crew.
doing.
I'm just like, why? I was like, so
for
this guy's
sure.
just lurking around staring at
He
her.
brought a book, and he's just kind of like leaning against a tree, like sitting on a stump, like reading, and then he'll look up from his book
so performative.
over his glasses, and he'll be like, she'll just be watching him. And like, you get both of their perspectives, and she's just like, he's so fucking hot, I can't stop looking at him. Like, what is up with this nerd out here and this bookstore owner? He's so hot, I want to fuck him. And he's sitting there half hard the entire time because
look at this model. I fucking me.
Totally. And he was half hard. And so the tension between them is thick.
Yeah.
On day 2 of the set, and she's wondering like what he's like in bed while she's doing all this stuff. She's like, would he give it to me hard?
Would he give it to me?
Would he be, scared, whatever? Anyway, so he, after like 9 hours of this, of her I fucking him half naked and all this stuff and them having little moments, he's like, I can't take it. I need to go fucking jack off. So he like walks away.
Go jerk off in your grandpa's bed.
Doesn't make it to the place. Jerks off outside, leaning up against a tree.
Oh, crazy.
Just jizzing all
just
over.
Jizzing. Just jizzing. JJ.
And he's like, Jesus, what if I resort? He's like embarrassed. He's like,
what am I, an animal?
Yeah, what am I, an animal?
Out in the woods, jerking off?
Totally. And his fantasy, it was hot. That was like the first steamy scene we got.
Yeah.
His fantasy was of her and of something he's always wanted to do, which is dominate a woman. He's always wanted to dominate a woman, and he never has because his ex-girlfriend was like, ew, no.
Yeah.
And so he felt embarrassed by like what he wanted to do. So his fantasy was pretty primal, and it was hot because this bitch knows how to write
pretty
smut.
Primal.
Yeah, that's what she said. In Strictly Professional, the first 6 chapters when that was some of the best smut I've ever read in my life to this day. To this day. I've read over 200 smut books. That was one. I'm just saying.
You've read over 200 like this year.
No. It's like 200 was my goal. It's like 170. But I quit reading.
Well, that's because you're living.
A couple months ago. Exactly.
Because you're living.
You said that's firsthand smut.
Yeah, that's firsthand smut.
This is fun. Anyway. So he's, like, man, I would love to dominate this woman, whatever, all that shit. So that night, they have kind of like a little impromptu, like the director of the photo shoot. Meanwhile, all these characters do have talking
like
bits.
parts,
I'm just not talking about it because it's kind of irrelevant. But like the people on the crew are cool. He's being friendly with all of them, and they're pretty. There's some cool side characters and stuff.
Nice PAs, solid crafty.
Exactly. And her friend Josie, and makeup artist, he really likes her. Like he's hitting it off with her and stuff. And so they have a little impromptu fire pit that night. All the crew's there. Everyone's having drinks. He's like, this is fun. Like I'm introverted. I don't do this shit that often. And so he and her are standing there talking to each other, just getting to know each other some more. The tension is just crackling. They like each other.
Okay.
And he learns.
To fall in love.
What a place to fall in love. I would love to fall in love in the woods. I mean, who wouldn't?
I know you would.
Paul, stop.
You're trying to run. Run away in the woods.
He's trying to run.
Oh, don't catch me.
Oh, don't catch me. What happens if you catch me?
Oh, no.
Oops.
You need to read one of those books.
Paul, I've read it. Are you kidding me?
No, for the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Stupid. Obviously, I know you've read them. Fucking react to me like that.
You just got so pissed at me. Okay. I can do that. A predator prey type thing. Would love to.
I know. I'm just saying, if you have a passion for it, let's talk about it.
Okay. Done. Say less, dude. After the Christmas special?
Yeah.
That's what we'll get into some dark shit in January and February.
Yeah. Welcome to the new year.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's just telling her about his experience growing up there, and she's like, that's so beautiful. I wish that was my life. He learned how much she loves literature, and they're just like shocked at how comfortable they are with each other and all this shit. So that night, after the party, she decides to find a poem for him and leave a note for him at his door. After everyone's asleep, she sneaks into the store, finds one, writes some cute little note. The next day, he's reading through his grandpa's journals. A note card falls out. It's a note card that like an old patron had written. And it was just like, this store, I've been coming to the store for 20 years. It's like, I would be lost without it. So it's like, the author's just breadcrumbing like reasons why Cal shouldn't sell the store.
Sure, yeah.
Like how important it was.
Something.
Exactly. At that party, by the way, Josie met Gabe, who is Cal's best friend now for the last 5 months, who owns like the local bar.
Okay.
He's hot.
Yeah.
Josie and Gabe's book is, they have their own book, which I'll probably read. He's hot as fuck, Gabe. And Josie's super cute. She's like this little short Mexican girl from LA covered in piercings and tattoos.
Oh, cool.
Like purple hair. Yeah, she's like really cool. I liked her a lot. So her and Gabe hit it off at the party, by the way. And they're just talking. The next morning, Josie's like walking in. She went and fooked Gabe that night.
Stride of pride.
Would love to read that smut, not gonna lie. And then Josie like catches Lucia and she's just like, man, the last few days have been awesome. You, first of all, seem like you're doing really well without Instagram. How have you been feeling? And she's like, actually, I've been writing. And they've been best friends for like 15 years. So Josie knows that it's a big deal that Lucy is writing again and all this shit. And she's like, yeah, happiness looks good on you.
You're glowing.
Shit like that, Anyway, then next day on the shoot, her and Cal have this little moment where he's going to go to this tiny little bathroom, but she's in there and she's like half naked, but she can't get the zipper up on her dress.
Oh, no.
Classic. She's like, can you help me with this zipper?
He's like, I'll zip it down.
So I'm just going to read this little bit of smut to you, Paul. He pulled the zipper up slowly, cautious of getting snagged again. As he did, his thumb caressed up my spine, setting off a round of shivers. Should I stop? He says softly, and there's a new scrape to his voice. No, I said, and there was no hiding the slight moan. I just spent the entire day being pet and touched and felt up by Taylor, a supermodel, and felt not a single thing. 2 minutes with Cal, and I was aching with lust. I felt it now, full-blown and cataclysmic. I won't then, he said, thumb continuing to stroke up and up and up. The zipper reached its destination, but Cal's fingers stayed on my back, feather light. I shifted back barely a centimeter and met the hard resistance of his erection right where I needed it.
His erection?
I swallowed a gasp. Hot. Sexy.
Erection. Hello.
His fingers found my hair. He scratched lightly at the base of my scalp. This time I closed my eyes, not caring if he saw, wanting him to see the effect he was having on my body. I couldn't remember ever being so aroused, so aware. He says, if Mary Oliver wrote a poem about this moment, what would she say? He asked. His breath stroked the back of these fucking nerds.
I know.
These poem fucking nerds.
I know.
I smiled, happy we were both finally acknowledging the poems we'd been living for each other. Oh, let's see. Something about nature, springtime maybe? Why springtime? We still hadn't broken eye contact, conducting the conversation as if his hands weren't on my body, his cock not pressing deliciously against my ass.
Oh my god. Wait, how are they making eye contact? Oh, she's doing that.
In the mirror.
Oh, there's a mirror.
Uh-huh. Verdant, flourish, lush, he said. He half grinned, his fingers still scratching the strands of my hair. They migrated downward, his thumb pressing, massaging circles into my neck. I let out a small, breathy sigh, and he gripped my hip so hard I knew it would be bruised tomorrow. I loved it. Grew hot at the idea of bruising beneath Cal's hand.
Excuse me, that's the moneymaker. We can't
right?
leave marks.
Yeah, hello.
Excuse me.
Right? I didn't even think about
That's
that.
how we're paying the bills.
Wantonness, I said, my mind searching for my favorite words that described lust, because this was a poem about two bodies seeking primal release. Nature at its most
These are nerds.
lascivious.
These are nerds.
Nerds, Paul. These are fucking nerds. Salacious, I said, his green eyes darkening. I wanted darker, deeper. Hunger, I swallowed and rolled my hips ever so slightly. They're just saying these words to each other. Fuck, Lucia, he started to say, and then we heard the loud clomp of Ray's boots and his voice calling out.
Who's Ray? The director?
Mm-hmm. Looking for. So there's their first moment of like really
raw connection.
Yes.
Lust words.
So that night he leaves her an erotic poem.
Oh, my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack.
Do you watch Loot with Maya Rudolph?
No.
On Apple TV?
Oh,
I
don't
you
have
should.
Apple
It's
TV.
so fucking funny.
I should get Apple TV now that I'm rich.
Yeah, dude. It's cheap as shit. So fucking funny. Anyway, she is like a billionaire, Maya Rudolph. There was a deep fake video of her on the internet of her singing my neck, my back, like my pussy and my crack. Yeah. And it's Maya Rudolph going fucking hard. So funny.
All right, I'll watch that.
You would enjoy it. Anyway, that night he leaves her an erotic poem, one she knows and loves, actually, turns out. And when she wakes up to it on the final day, she's like, I want this fucking man. This is day 4. I need this man biblically.
Yeah.
But she also is having feelings for him.
Don't do that.
So she goes to the internet cafe in town and speaks with the head of Dazzle. She's supposed to have a meeting that morning with the head of Dazzle.
The internet cafe? It's
the
like
internet
that?
Cafe. Hey, 2017, man, dark ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he just doesn't...
I'm just saying service is so bad that I can't just drive down the hill.
Yep. I don't fucking know, Paul. Don't try too hard.
Too late.
Anyway, and so they're like talking about her moving to Paris, and she's like, oh god, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this.
Oh, it's so tough. So fucking tough.
Yep. She's like, do I really want this? Like,
do I really want to move to Paris
and be the face of this cosmetics
company?
company
At the end of my career,
like
where I was like about to be just having to figure out what else I was gonna do, and now I could just like retire and be happy.
Yep. And then he
fucking men
has a meeting with the investors who are going to be supposed to be buying the property in like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
He's also having reservations, you know, like
sure,
do this, whatever, all this stuff. But he's like, I am going through with this. I am going to sell. So whatever. She returns from that. He returns from that. And it's nighttime now. A storm's a brewing.
Oh no.
Yep. Storm's a brewing. And when he gets back into the store, he finds Lucia curled up on one of the couches in front of the fireplace in the store reading a book. And she's writing. She's like got a book that she's reading. She's writing all this stuff. And he tells her, she's like, where were you? And he's like, well, this is where I was. I'm selling the place.
Where was I?
Well, yeah, she's just like, where have you been? I've missed you. Jesus.
Sorry. I'm a crazy person.
You are.
I'm none of your fucking business. I go where I want. God, why are you trying to control me?
You're so crazy. You don't tell me.
Yeah.
He's like, tells her that he's planning, and she's like, she knows it's not her position to say anything, but she's just like, that's a shame, whatever. And he's like, what are you writing about? And she goes, you.
Lame.
Straight people.
Lame. Yeah, I know. Straight people, it's so cringy, dude.
So they talk some more, and he's like, what are you doing after this? And she's, well, actually, I'm moving to Paris, and like, I'm going to be living there for a few years. They admit to each other. She's like, I'm going to miss you. And he's like, I'm going to miss you too. And now they're like close to each other. And she pulls her sweater. She's like in the chair or whatever. And he was like on the couch. Here's the fireplace. Okay. She pulls her sweater over her head, and all she has is like a sheer tank top underneath.
Okay.
And her nipples are all hard and shit.
Oh my, no bra?
No bra. And then she proceeds to read like super sensual poems out loud to him. And he is like rock hard. Obviously. While he's watching this.
Yeah.
Tits out model read this shit. And then something happens. Here's just a little more smut for you. They kiss.
Oh God.
They kiss.
Yeah, no, they haven't even fooked yet. They've like barely touched.
Yeah. So they kiss, right? I tried to take it slow to linger on her lips. I backed off a little, teasing, softer, sweeter kisses that did nothing to satisfy the ache inside, but followed the awkward narrative of my entire sexual life. Be soft, be sweet, don't dominate. But then Lucia straddled me, pressing herself against my cock, and there was no stopping my darker desires.
My dark desires.
I'm not going to be able to control myself around you, I said. My fingers dug into the silky strands of her hair and pulled harder than I intended, but I needed her to know, needed her to understand. She gasped, but then her gaze turned ravenous. She lifted her palm from my cock and slowly placed it behind her back, my hand still gripping her wrist like a vice. Her other hand went too, and suddenly I was holding Lucia's hands behind her back like a prisoner, and she gave me a look so perfectly submissive yet defiant. I knew that Lucia Bell was going to be my goddamn downfall. Maybe I don't want you to, she says.
Oh my God. It's like poetry in real life.
It is. And then he's all like holding her arms, and he's like, I fucking jerked off in the woods like an animal because of you, all this shit, just saying all this stuff. Yeah. And she's like, oh my God. He's like touching her. She's like, keep going, don't stop.
In the woods?
And then he's just like, biting her neck and doing all this shit, and then all of a sudden, ring, 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 ring. It's the landline phone ringing.
I don't have to pick that up.
Well, she's like, don't pick it up. And he goes, it's the emergency phone. I've never even heard it ring before. Like, I have to
emergency?
To well, there's storms a brewing.
Oh. I was like, are you a superhero? Are they calling for help?
So he answers the phone. He's like, reluctantly, but whatever. Gabe's on the line, and Gabe's like, there were 2 rock slides on the Highway 1, which is how you get to Big Sur.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah, the Highway 1 goes from like Seattle like down to fucking Mexico. It's on the ocean. And Gabe's like, and that's the exit and entrance to Big Sur. And there was a rock slide on the exit.
So they're cut off from the outside world.
Yep. Can't get out.
Can't get out. Can't get in.
And so he's like, it's bad. Power's out. All this fucking shit. And he's like, oh, and will you also, if you're with Lucia, will you tell her that Josie's here with me and she's safe?
Yeah, I'm like, and just so you know, she's here with me and she's safe. And why don't we both hang up the phone and continue what we were doing?
Yes. Then in that moment, as he's hanging up, like thunder claps, whatever, and like the door opens and like the whole crew come in and they're like, God. What's going on?
Go to your cabins, please.
Serious. He's like still rock hard.
Yeah. I'm like, get out of here.
And so he tells them, he's like, you're going to be stuck here for like a while, like maybe 5 to 7 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do we have enough food for that?
Yes, everything's chill, obviously. So the next day, he goes to the bar to visit with Gabe. Like the storm's, chilled out, but shit's a mess. He goes to the bar to talk to Gabe. Obviously, Josie goes to Lucia's cabin to talk to her.
Yeah.
Debrief time. Debrief. Yep. Big time debrief. And he just is kind of telling Gabe, he's like, oh, well, what's going on with you and Josie? Me and Lucia are having a thing. And Gabe's just like, you are in a fucking supermodel? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And
high five.
Yeah.
Brother.
And Cal's just like, yeah, I know. I can't blame anyone.
Yeah, I'm fucking hitting that.
And so when she's talking to Josie, Josie's like, this is your dream man. Like, you should fucking
marry him.
Do something.
Straight people and telling their friends to get married.
Yeah.
Totally. You do know.
But by the way, Paul, that's not what Josie's telling her. She doesn't say get married.
That's what it sounds like.
You did make that up. Josie goes to leave and picks up like a Post-it note or something, and she like hands it to Lucia, and it's from Cal. It says, I'm sorry we were interrupted, he had written, because what I really wanted to do was was fuck you with my tongue. I can picture it. Your back arching off the floor, your wrists bound above your head, my hands holding your thighs down as I licked you deeply and thoroughly. The taste of you on my tongue for hours afterward. I wanted you to come, and you would have, as many times as I demanded. On instinct, my hand pressed between my legs, seeking the aching release Cal had made me desperate for.
Oh my God.
I pressed my palm against my clit and whimpered. P.S. Don't make
You have company.
No, Josie left.
Oh, okay.
Idiot. P.S.
I love when you love a book. You're so defensive about it.
I know. It's passion, Paul.
Oh, it makes me want to shit on it so much harder. Which is
know
a
it
darkness
does.
in me.
Exactly. Hey, it's a good push and pull we have. Anyway, Cal writes, P.S. Don't make yourself come. I'll know if you do.
I'll smell it on ya.
Love a little orgasm control. I tell you what.
I know. I'm like, don't tell me what to do.
You
Obviously,
would.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. I won't.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Big sir, yes, sir.
So later that day, the crew have decided, they're like, well, fuck it. If we're stuck here, let's take some more shots. Let's get some sexy things going. Like, let's take advantage. Camera shots.
I was like, yeah, let's turn out. We should have a party.
But that day, Taylor gets food poisoning and he can't come to set.
Oh my God. Who's she going to pose with?
Who's going to stand in for him?
Oh my God.
They take one look at Cal and it is totally like a She's All That moment where they're like, glasses off.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait. Have you been hot this
whole
entire
time?
It literally was that. Like, they literally were like, wow, you've been hot this whole time.
Take your glasses off, let your hair down. Holy fuck, you've been hot.
Yeah, they're like, damn, Cal, look at your body.
Yeah, oh my God. I mean, you're a little hairy.
Oof.
For the public.
God, I love dark brown chest hair.
Something that I can put my hands in like this, and then it's caught in my fist. It has to be long enough that it's caught.
Dude. You know what? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Your face just like. And so very reluctantly, Cal's obviously like, no, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
everyone's staring
and
at
bashful.
me. Yeah. So they proceed to they're outside. It's still raining, but they're like against rocks. Down below them is the ocean crashing. And they have a very sexy photo shoot. The shit he was saying in her ear, he's like all hard and shit.
I think this isn't a porn shoot. This is like a makeup commercial. Yeah, but no one can
this
hear. Is fucking Maybelline.
No one can hear. No, this isn't for Dazzle.
Oh, this is just
This is a very sexy, very edgy photo shoot. And then she's going to go to Paris and be the face of Dazzle.
Oh, I thought this whole thing was for Dazzle.
No, it's just for some magazine like, I don't know what to compare it to.
Vogue.
Ish, but Vogue meets like Maxim. She posed.
Pornog.
Well, it's just high fashion meets pornog.
Okay.
Anyway, so he's like all hard and shit, shirtless, and just like saying nasty, freaky shit in her ears, and she's just like a puddle. Everyone is just like, God, you guys look so good together. All like, look at the passion, you guys, all this stuff. And then finally, like, it starts storming again, and they rap. They call it a rap.
Call it a rap.
And she is like horned up, and so is he. And so she goes back to her cabin. She's just like, I can't fucking handle this. I need this man. We have to have sex.
Intercourse.
So that night she decides to go to him. They're the only ones in the store, and he's sitting with a glass of whiskey in front of the fire. And she comes in and she's talking, and while she's like talking to him slowly and like pulling her clothes off, she gets on her hands and knees and she crawls to him.
Sure. Can somebody lock the door?
It's locked.
Okay.
No one's coming in.
Okay.
This is it. No cock blocking.
No cock blocking.
And so she crawls to him, and he's just like, he can't handle that.
Yeah.
Like that submissive move. He was just like, holy shit. Drops the whiskey glass. It shatters everywhere. He like can't handle it. And
that takes me out of it. Because there's glass all over the floor now, and she's crawling.
Not in front. His hand is over here by the fire.
You ever broken a glass? It goes fucking everywhere, dude. Radius attack. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. She doesn't walk on glass.
She crawls on it.
She doesn't crawl. Such a cunt. And he's like, what are you doing right now? And she's like, I know you want this. I need this. And when she gets to him, she kisses his feet. And he's just like, oh, bitch. It's fucking on.
It's on.
Yeah. he's like, good girls get, like, picks her up. He's like, good girls get rewarded, but bad girls get fucking punished. Pushes her up against a bookcase, rips her pants down, and just starts spanking the fuck out of her. And she's like, yes, oh my God, don't stop, all this stuff. And she's just loving it. She's like rubbing her ass.
What's her relationship with her father like?
He was around.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't get into it, but he was around. But he was in the industry, so he probably wasn't that present.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so then he like starts spanking her in rapid succession, she instantly comes. And she's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And he's just fucking like loving that shit.
Yeah.
Obviously. And then she turns around and she is like biting him and scratching him and doing all this shit. And he's just like, fuck yeah. And then they just start having sex like crazy all over this book. Like, books are falling, fucking, they're ravenous. It's like animals. It was hot. I will tell you that. And then afterwards, like an hour later, she's like, you like it hard and rough, just like I do.
Oh, you like it like that?
Yeah, that's how you like it.
Oh, that's how you like it?
And he was like, yeah, I've never let that side of myself out before, but I've wanted to my whole life. And then they lay down in front of the fire and read to each other.
I was gonna say, they start writing poetry together.
Yep.
They do ad-libs.
Yeah. Mad libs.
Mad libs.
And so they do all that shit, and it's cute, and it's romantic, and it's hot, and it was great. And then when they wake up in the morning, they're horned up again, obviously.
Yeah.
He like puts his finger in her ass and like does all this shit, and they both come again and whatever, you know.
Classic morning stuff.
And she's like, you are doing something to me. You're like, I don't know what's going on, but you're doing something.
Is this love?
Uh-huh. And then we get a little backstory on Calvin and how he like got into BDSM and all this stuff.
Probably in books, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Porn. He's never had the chance to practice it, but always wanted to. Anyway, so the next day, cut to the next day of them being stranded there, he wakes up to a note card outside of his room, and she wrote him a poem about their night together. And he's just like, oh, I'm in love with this woman.
Obviously.
Yep. And he is just like, how the fuck did I land this supermodel?
Yeah.
Well, you're hot. That's how. And you're nice.
You're hot and you're nice.
That's why.
And you have like money-ish.
Like you. Yep.
You're independent.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then that was the first thing she had actually truly written start to finish. Like she's been trying to write the past few days, but it was a breakthrough for her. It was significant. All this stuff.
Gotta sound those words out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Anyway, so the next day, now it's like day 3 or whatever, they go to a local restaurant to do a photo shoot. Like Jimi Hendrix would go there, and Janis Joplin would go there. Like there's all this rich history and all this shit. She would get, this was kind of like a long drawn out thing in the book, but she would get like little 5-minute breaks every once in a while, every hour. Yeah. And she would sneak into a closet with him. He would just like fucking finger blast her, spank her, do all this shit, and like just keep her on the edge all day long. And he's like, you better come in here and let me fuck you. And she's like, I'll try and get a lunch. I'll try and get a lunch break. And so finally,
a working lunch.
So finally she was like, pretended to like be faint or something. She's like, I really need to eat. Please, you need to give me a 30-minute break. And so they give her a 30-minute break, and they go out to Cal's car, and they just do it in the car.
It's like, do they think they're being sneaky?
No.
Because I'll tell you what.
No.
It's like
you're in a car?
The whole crew's like, yeah, she keeps like taking 5-minute breaks to get
coming
fingered.
Coming back just
we can all
flustered.
hear it.
I can hear you getting fingered in there.
We're in a small town
He's spanking
restaurant
you. It's
cafe.
loud.
Yeah, like we all know what's going on.
Yeah, you're fucking in a car in daylight.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they have this like hot as fuck scene in the car where he's like dominating the shit out of her, all this stuff. Afterwards, she like is crying a little bit because it was intense, and he like catches her tears with his tongue. Typical.
Is that typical?
It happens in every book I read.
That sounds so fucking scary and not hot to me, even a little bit.
There's a word for...
That's so creepy.
I can't remember the word for when you're turned on by someone's tears. Anyway.
I could see being turned on by someone's tears. You make someone cry. That's fucking cool. But I'm not going to lick it off your face. That's like...
Yeah.
Fucking alien.
Well, he's into it. Sorry. Excuse me.
I don't even think you are sorry.
Paul, so you burp all the time.
Do I burp into a microphone while recording a podcast?
It's just, yes.
rarely.
You did earlier, and you're going to cut it out.
We weren't even recording, though. That was like pre-record.
Anyway, then they have this intimate moment after that where they're both like, this is deep. We're clearly feeling very deeply for each other. The next morning, she goes to watch the sunrise with him. And they are having a conversation where she's just like, I'm about to leave. I tell you things that I never tell anyone. You make me want to open up. I'm starting to write again. It's you and this place are like magic to me, all this stuff. And she's like, she's like, I don't think it's a good idea for you to sell this place. I don't think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And she's like, also admits that she doesn't want to go to Paris. She's over this lifestyle. She hates that she's so vain. She hates that she cares about social media and all this shit. While they're kissing and they have an intimate moment where they kiss, the emergency phone rings again. It's Gabe. And he's like, well, they cleared everything a lot quicker than we thought, so everyone can leave tomorrow. They thought they were going to have like 4 more days together.
Well, you know what, Gabe? This isn't an emergency. You could have called the regular phone on this one.
Totally.
Shot me a text even.
Yep.
But okay.
So that happens, and they just like, all of a sudden the mood changes. Yeah. You know, because they're
bummed
like,
out.
Fuck. Bummed out. Big time bummed out. So he tells the crew, and then she goes and she kind of leaves, and he just spends time reading through his grandfather's stuff, all the journals. He's been reading his grandfather's journals every single day. His grandfather would journal every day for like 40 years, so that was a whole thing in this book, reading them. And he's just like, damn, is she right? Should I sell this place? Should I not sell this place? Whatever. She goes and talks to Josie, and Josie's like, I think you should stay here. Like, fuck, you've got plenty of money. You could do whatever the fuck you want. Like, I think you should stay here and be with him. But she's like, no, I'm going to Paris. I'm doing that. Anyway.
He should just go to Paris with her, hire someone to fucking run this shop for the next 3 or 4 years.
What a fun adventure that would be.
Yeah, they have this crazy little Parisian, like, story arc, and then they come back and like
to an
live
operational
the rest of their
store.
life to this store with its little cabins.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
That's not going anywhere.
They have...
Right.
She's got the money to do that.
Right. Like, she's not... The bookstore ain't going anywhere, so yeah, just go to Paris, have a fucking fun adventure. Yeah, that to me sounds ideal. Anyway, so that night, he's like, okay, he goes and knocks on her door, and he's like, this is our last night together. We have to spend it together. And she's like, yes. And he's like, also, today's my 30th birthday. And she's like, what? Oh my fucking God. Like, that's crazy. Like, I want to do something special for you. So he did that like in the afternoon or whatever. Yeah. So she's like, go away. I'm going to plan something special for you. She calls Gabe, sets up this whole thing. Cut to that night. He comes and picks her up at like 7 p.m. in front of her cabin. And she's like, I'm taking you out on the town. She takes him to Gabe's bar and restaurant, and like Gabe had set up like a table in the kitchen, and she's like, I'm gonna cook for you. Cheesy scene where she cooks him grilled cheese because it's the only thing she knows how to cook.
Models.
By the way, Paul, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I'm so hungry right now. I would fuck up a grilled cheese. I haven't had a grilled cheese in like
a classic,
like probably years. I'm not joking.
String.
I bet you make a good grilled cheese.
Yeah, I used to be famous for them.
That's what I
during
thought.
Our 20s drunken nights. Was always like, go home and I'm going to make the grilled cheese.
Oof,
I have some secrets.
I wish you would make one.
I have some secrets.
Anyway, so they do that whole cute thing. It's really long and drawn out in the book, but I won't subject you to that. They just have another conversation about how she really, really thinks he's making the wrong decision. But he's like, well, let's not put a damper on this night. And she's like, okay, great. I've got another plan for us. So they eat dinner, and then they sneak into a hot springs in town. And now it's like late. It's like probably 11:30 or whatever. And they strip down all their clothes. They like hop the fence. It's at like a kind of like a resort type thing, but it's like closed down for whatever reason. I don't know. Anyway.
That sounds like a great way to die.
Yeah.
Like all those urban explorers.
Yes.
In the standing water.
Dude, yes.
And the fucking brain-eating bacteria.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is a thing.
That's a thing.
That's so funny you just said that. I just watched a TikTok about that.
Oh, I watch those all the time.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's like, you need to take more risks. He's like, no, we can't be doing this. She's like, you need to take more risks, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All that shit.
I thought you were Dom, you little bitch.
Right. And so they go, they have fun, they get caught, and then they're naked, obviously. The security guard's like, what are you doing in here? They run away naked. Ha ha ha, whatever. It's so cute. It's adorable. When they get back to her cabin, he's like dropping her off. They're kind of awkward with each other. They're like, well, this is like, she's leaving first thing in the morning. They put their walls up, kind of. He's like, you know, you're always welcome to come back here. And he's like, wait, I mean in San Jose, not Big Sur, because I'm moving back to San Jose after I sell this place. She's like, yeah, it sounds like you've made your decision. You're deciding to get rid of this place. And he's like, keep in contact. He's like, you know, just let me know, like, we can get coffee sometime. She's like, yeah, sure, we'll get coffee.
Yeah. Stay cool, never change.
Meanwhile, they're both like just wanting to say I love you. And that's it. They say goodbye. She leaves the next morning with Josie. Her and Josie are both sobbing.
Because they're both leaving their men.
Josie didn't want to leave Gabe. She sobs the entire car ride back to LA. She sobs the entire flight to Paris.
That's a long flight.
She's just, not happy about this decision that she's made.
God, you know what, though? To be someone else on that flight with her.
Oh,
there's just a woman sobbing in first class.
In the book, she's like, people thought I was insane.
Yeah.
Yep. The supermodel, Bella Hadid, just sobbing next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can we get her a pill?
Something.
And champagne?
Knock her out.
Like, because this is a long flight to Paris. And I can't handle a like light sob for that many hours.
For 8 hours. Yeah. Oh, stop. You know what you think about it? Never mind.
No, what?
No, that was really stupid. No, it's not even good.
I just want to know.
Well, I was just like, yeah, that flight is so much longer from LA to Paris than from New York to Paris. I told you it was a stupid thought, Paul.
Yeah.
I told you that. Anyway, so meanwhile, she's sobbing. She's going to Paris. He's got a meeting with the investors like 2 days later. And while he's walking around the store one final time, or just not the final time, but
assessing it,
he opens a book and the letter falls out that his grandfather had left for him.
He never read it.
He never read it.
His grandpa comes out.
I want to read it too. Ready, Paul? Mm-hmm. He's like, I think it's very likely that you're reading this letter and hating me right now. I mean, first I decide to die, and then I left you with a sinking ship in your hands. I don't know when you're reading this, but unless I won some kind of lottery, it's likely you're inheriting the Mad Ones and its debt, which I'm deeply sorry for. Then he goes on to like talk about his life a little bit, and he goes, I say all of this not to make you scared of inheriting the Mad Ones, quite the opposite. I just want you to know the full reality of a wilder life. I would say I went to bed happier, more content than many. That happens when your life choices align with your values, but life still happens. The anxiety will chase you. Depression can find you, and one night while she's picking up milk at the store, your soulmate might drive off the road and die years before she's supposed to.
Whoa,
which is what happened to his grandmother.
Bummer.
Yeah. Your life is different now, Calvin, and it's quite possible you no longer have the love and hunger for books that I saw in you during our summers together. You may want to burn this shambling old shack to the ground, and I wouldn't blame you. First of all, I'm dead, so who gives a shit? Not me. But secondly, your life might be brimming over with happiness, and moving up here taking this over could be the absolute last thing you want. So if it's not, don't do it. I left it to you not as a punishment or a burden, not to pressure you into the shape of the life I had lived. I left it to you because years ago, it was beyond obvious to me that you had the same tender poet soul, the heart of a book lover, the desire for solitude and tranquility. And you're different from me. You could do things right with the Mad Ones. Also, I just believe in you. So whatever choice you make it your choice. If not, you'll just spend the rest of your life regretting it. If I didn't say it enough, I love you.
I mean, I would take over this bookstore.
Fuck,
you know what I mean?
In
like
Big Sur.
I would have.
I wouldn't even question selling it.
It wouldn't be a question.
It wouldn't be a question.
Yeah, I would just be like,
I'd be like, this is my life now.
I'm going to go try it, and if I fail, I fail.
Yep.
But, like, that is an amazing life.
That's an amazing life. Small town,
just reading
beautiful,
books all day.
in front of a fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, like, inviting people, having this community.
Yes.
Like, that would be incredible.
I yearn for that.
Yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yes, it wouldn't be a question. So he decides, it's not a question anymore.
Yeah.
I'm keeping the store. 3 months later, Cal and Gabe have been working the store. Gabe's been helping him. It's very cute. Things are slowly getting a little bit better, but he knows he really needs to start getting authors to come back. And that's how he's going to revamp this. Like, they got a Yelp. They're doing a bunch of things. He's doing it right. Gabe's like, oh, sales are up 3%. So it's just, things are going well. But he has not reached out to Lucia once. She has not reached out to him. And he's just been distracting the fuck out of himself so that he can't think about her. Meanwhile, she's been in Paris for 3 months, and she is in misery. She's miserable. She hates her fucking life. She hates her fucking job. She hates that Josie's not there. She has no friends, all this shit. And she misses a certain sexy nerd on set.
No.
I fucking the shit out of her.
Yeah, and then finger blasting her in the closet, and then banging her in the car.
And then spanking her, yeah.
Yeah. Which is very unprofessional first set, but whatever.
For sure. Yeah. When the magazine came out of the shoot that they did in Big Sur, they chose to keep a lot of the photos in of her and Calvin, and she like can't even look at it. She won't even look at it. Too soon. So she gets sat down one day by some woman at Dazzle, like who, not the CEO, but like someone,
an important
whatever.
person.
And the woman's like, "Hey, I just got to be honest with you. Like, I could tell you're not doing well.
Yeah,
your eyes are dead."
I was gonna say you got some dead eyes.
Dead eyes.
No life behind those eyes of yours.
She goes, "I can tell you're not really here. It feels like you're given like 75%." And Lucia really couldn't care less. She's like,
"Yeah,
you're right. I'm giving you 15%, and I don't give a fuck that I'm giving you 15%." And she's like, "That's not good."
Yeah, I'm gonna fire you.
No, Lucia.
Oh.
Lucia's like, "That's not." As she's saying this shit out loud, she's like, "Yeah, I really don't give a fuck." And she goes, "You know what? I quit." The woman gets pissed.
Well, yeah.
She goes, You quit. You're in
We have a contract.
And she's like, "This is gonna tank your reputation and your career." And Lucia's like, "I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm 26 years old, multimillionaire.
Yeah, my life's over.
I don't give a shit." So she's like, "I can't keep living this way." Calls Josie. Josie picks up the phone and she goes, "Oh my God, I have so much to tell you about Gabe." And she's like, "Well, why don't you tell me in person? Because I'm fucking coming home."
I'm on the plane.
She gets there. She flies home. Cut to the bookstore. Cal is introducing an author who's there to do a reading. Yep. It's very sweet. It's very cute. Noel, that's the author. Noel started, and I was immediately entranced, rocketed back to a memory of sitting here on my grandfather's lap as a small child watching someone read. My heart lifted optimistically. This was the beginning. If I could just pay off the debts. I was so involved, I didn't hear the latecomer slide next to me, but the scent of coconut shampoo turned my head.
Coconut?
And I was suddenly face to face with Lucia Bell. I almost fell out of the chair, but Lucia caught me, laughing silently. "What are you doing here?" I whispered in absolute amazement.
Don't be rude. Someone's talking. Someone has a stage.
She was dressed simply in a long skirt and a t-shirt, hair up in a ponytail, no makeup. She looked jet-lagged and gorgeous. "I missed you so fucking much, Cal."
Shh! You invited this author here, and now you're talking through his whole thing?
"I missed you so fucking much, Cal," she whispered, and if we weren't surrounded by people, I would have kissed her. "Am I dreaming this?" She shook her head with a secret smile. "Let's talk after the reading. I want to hear her poetry."
Thank you. Yeah. It's like when a kid talks to you in class and you're like, shut up.
Okay, I said, "Can you give me a summary of what you want to talk about just so I can prepare?"
What did I just say?
What's the topic sentence? She rolled her eyes, giving me a goofy grin. Why were all these people here? Why weren't we naked? She took out her poetry and journal and pen and scribbled something quickly. You ready for what she writes, Paul?
Fuck me. Oh, fuck me.
Paul, stop. She writes on this piece of paper. You're gonna hate this.
Okay.
"Roses are red."
No.
"Violets are blue. I came back to say I'm falling in love with you."
Ew. That sucked.
So he drops the piece of paper, grabs her hand, and just like brings her into the next room.
In the next room?
There's a door. Whatever, Paul, just
a door.
go with it.
Whatever, man. I'm just like, this author gave up their fucking evening to come to your goddamn store that needs the help.
There's like 30 people there. They're fine.
No, except for when they start hearing the fucking fuck fest going on in the next room. There's cabins. Go to the cabin.
Yeah. So this is what happens. Okay. Ready? Well, they're in the other room.
She's crawling on the ground.
I reached her panties, gripping and tearing them immediately. Her eyes widened. "Wait, what's happening?" "I missed you so fucking much," I said, against her lips, my thumb finding her clit and circling it firmly. She jolted in surprise, lips open to moan, but I kissed her, covering the sound. "And we have a lot to talk about, and we will, but first you're going to come for me. Right here, right now." I circled quickly, worried it was too much pressure on her clit. Too fast, too soon, but she'd already been wet, and as I stroked, her head fell forward onto my neck, breath coming hot and fast. She whimpered the smallest of sounds, and I was instantly rock hard and aching.
Okay.
Not the hello I was expecting. I thought about what you looked like coming every night you were gone, I whispered as her legs shook. Dreamed of your taste, the way you smell, the look on your face when you climax. He keeps diddling her skittle. And then he makes her come. And then when he's done, she's like, holy shit, I should leave for 3 months more often. He's like, you're never fucking leaving me again. And then he tells her later on, about finding his grandfather's letter and how he knew he had to keep the store and all that shit. And she's like, yeah, well, I fired my agent and I fucking quit. And I'm moving here now.
I'm like, oh, so you're crashing out. You're having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, so oops. And then, yeah. So, like, later, they're having this conversation on the couch. It's late, like, everyone's gone. The store's closed, all this shit. When he's telling her this and she's telling this. And then, I brought you something, I said, my hands shaking as I took out a piece of paper. A poem, he asked, and I laughed. It's not a poem, it's a check. He took it from me, brows furrowing. When he saw the amount, he almost dropped it. That should cover all the debt, right? I asked. Josie asked Gabe, who gave me a ballpark number. Lucia, this is an extraordinary amount of money. Where did you... That's all the money from the photo shoot for Shay Miller, which was who they did before.
I'm rich, bitch.
A chunk of my savings in the first 3 months of work for Dazzle. They probably won't end up using any of my images, but they still had to pay me. Lucia, I'm not sure if I can accept this.
Well, actually, now that you said it's that much of your money, that is a shit ton.
Yeah.
You dipped into your savings. I thought it was like just the amount from the photo shoot.
Totally. I was like, how much fucking debt are we talking about?
Yeah.
How much could you possibly be in? Anyway... So she says, I'm in love with you, passionately, hopelessly, and all the other words a poet would use. And if you'll have me, I'd like to stay here with you in Big Sur. There, I said it. And if you won't have me, I'll kindly show myself out and drive all the way to Mexico where no one will ever see me again. His hands cupped.
But I'm taking that check back.
These past 3 months, all I've done is regret not asking you to stay with me because I love you so much, Lucia Bell. I don't know what to do with myself. Please don't become a recluse in Mexico. So they make out, they kiss, they fuck, they make love. Epilogue 1 year later.
Okay.
She is a supermodel turned store owner turned poet, and she is
famous.
Giving her first reading in the store. She's all nervous, all this shit. She's now in college right now because she always wanted to go to school, getting a degree. And they, for the past year, have been averaging like almost a reading once a week. Mm-hmm. So things are going well. Things are turning around. They're in love. Then we get a bonus epilogue 2 years after that.
Okay.
She's finished her degree. They're both just living in bliss. They're not married, but they live there together and they love each other very much.
Oh, very Bohemian.
Totally. And she's been sick for a couple weeks.
Oh, she's pregnant. I seriously was like, cancer.
Dead.
Like,
in your book,
my
that
God.
would happen.
Yeah, it is. Tragedy.
And so he's like, I've been noticing how you've been feeling the past couple weeks, and I got this for you. And it's a pregnancy test.
Oh, my God.
And so she takes the pregnancy test, and while they're waiting for the results, which, by the way, when you're pregnant, you don't have to wait for results. It'll instantly be like, you're pregnant.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Been.
Anyway, you've never been pregnant?
No.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
While they're waiting for it, they're like, what would you want for your child? And what would you want for your child? And it's this whole lovely sappy moment. I was bawling, obviously, as I was reading this. Mm-hmm. The pregnancy test is positive. She's pregnant. God. And they're very happy. And then they make love again. And it's one last sex scene. And then it's the end of the book. They live happily ever after with a child.
Good for them.
Yep.
Good for them.
Yep. So that was the book.
Yeah.
You didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah, I was reading it and I was like, this is a romance novel.
But that's what it's
a romance.
Very much, yeah, it was a good old-fashioned.
It's a good old-fashioned romance novel. This author's so good. So it's like, if anyone wants a good old-fashioned romance novel with some smut, not a lot, I would say.
But quality.
This is definitely way less smutty than Strictly Professional. But people should read Kathryn Nolan if they want because she's great. But yeah, I was reading it and I was like, I don't know if Paul's going to like this.
No, but that's just a taste thing.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, I loved it. I loved the characters. Sorry. Let me look at this again for next week's book.
I forgive you.
We're going to do Saving the Rain. And I promise you, you're not going to, when I read it, you're going to be like, oh my God, I was not expecting that.
Okay. Saving the Rain. I think that Saving the Rain is about, it's a post-apocalyptic, not kind of, future sci-fi book. The premise will be like, in this world, this version of Earth, it's like 2055 or something.
That's not that far away.
It's not that far away. The rain has dried up. This planet has stopped producing rain.
Uh-oh.
it has had devastating effects. The human population has dwindled and dwindled and dwindled. And now it's kind of like just small pockets of like bunker civilization type things. And it's just like the challenges of not having a regular weather system and like fresh water falling from the skies has really fucked us up.
For sure.
It's gotten bad. But because of that, our population is like real small. So like we're highly technologically advanced compared to now, because we had to be to survive.
Adapt or die.
Yeah. So this book is going to be about a fresh-ish out of like university doctor scientist, female. So like probably, because I mean she's got lots of degrees, she had to be in there for a while, maybe like late 20s early 30s.
Okay.
Maybe more 30s.
I'm seeing like 31.
Yeah And she, like, there aren't companies anymore. It's like there's just government. We all like have to live and work together. So she's like gone through her training. She's been like placed in a like top secret research facility for the government. Like they tell everyone, there's like all of these commercials, all this propaganda about the government is like what's keeping you safe. It's what's keeping everyone alive despite the lack of rain. And that like, you know, as long as we all work together and listen to the government, then we, you know, we're going to be safe. And like that their main purpose, other than keeping everyone safe and fed and everything, is to restore like the weather systems.
Okay.
And they're like, that's what we do. So that was her ambition. Like she was like, I'm going to school to become a scientist because I want to be part of the project that restores, saves the race. Yeah, like I want to restore rain. And she like grew up with her like parents were farmers, and they like have the stories of when the rain dried up and what it did to everyone, and that they lost all their land, and you know, Dust Bowl vibes. So she grew up with those stories from like generations before her. So she's like, yeah, like I'm gonna fucking do that. So she's in this research facility and she's working on the projects they give her, but she's like brilliant. So she's ready to be at the top. Like she's coming in and she should be leading the charge, and they have her doing like grunt work. And it's very, she's like, what the fuck? No one's listening to me.
It's because she's a woman.
Whatever. And then she just starts getting like put on assignments that are like not related to like the weather and stuff. And she's like, what the fuck? Like, shouldn't we all be kind of working on this? So she starts getting like bad vibes and starts like asking questions that perhaps she shouldn't be. And there's like obviously a very strong military presence in this community, in this government thing. So there's like in this research facility soldiers patrolling like all the time, and they're there for their safety because they're like, oh, what if people try to break in because we're trying to save the rain? Like, you know, other countries could try to like infiltrate and all this stuff. So that's why we have like such a crazy presence there. And so she sees, you know, a soldier. They have some kind of interaction when she's having like an outburst yelling at one of her managers to be like, why am I not like whatever. And like, you know, two soldiers like run up to be like, what's going on over here? And like the one's like a total prick to her and it's kind of like, stay in your fucking lane, like keep your shit. And then the other one is like quiet, but like kind.
Yes,
kind of, they make eye contact,
doing it for me.
They have a like thing where you can tell like he is like respects what she's doing, that she's like standing up and fighting.
He's like witnessed her.
Yeah. And so like that's like their first like little interaction.
Cute.
And so he starts like kind of keeping an eye on her during the research and stuff.
Love that.
And so we have like a little bit of a slow build, or just like a couple months is like passing.
Yeah,
he's like he's watching her in the research. They're having little moments. They're having, you know, whatever, like maybe they've exchanged names like at this point, and like a couple times when like, you know, she's having another outburst or whatever, or people are giving her shit, like she finds like makes eye contact with them and kind of finds comfort in him being there, even though she doesn't like the other soldiers really. And then she's gonna start, you know, poking around where she shouldn't be fucking poking around because she's got that curious mind.
Yep.
And she's gonna, you know, like steal her manager's like login information and hack her way in, and she's gonna uncover the big one.
Oh yeah,
she's gonna uncover the
well,
big one.
they stopped the rain.
They stopped the rain.
Yeah.
They stopped the rain. And so that's the first thing she gets is like, she doesn't know all the details. She just comes and realizes this research that I just found is what stopped the rain.
Yep.
Like the missing piece of why we can't restore it, of whatever they did. She found it. She's like, they fucking did this.
That is a conspiracy.
Yes. Because it's like the whole world, it's like we all had to come together because we almost died.
Yeah.
And then
and a lot of the population did die.
And then she can't tell, but she like thinks that someone saw her find this out. And so she starts getting really paranoid, but shit starts getting weird at work.
Yeah.
So she's like not that paranoid. She's onto something. And then our like homeboy will kind of have been real distant or weird. So we're like just seeing her perspective, and she's being like real fucking freaked out. And it'll be like some chapter where it's at the height of the paranoia, and like she goes home and like lights don't turn on, and then the door like slams behind her and she knows someone's there. Oof. And then we'll boom cut to next chapter. It's a couple days or like a month ish before this. It's like right around when she figured out the conspiracy, and it's going to be our homeboy,
our guy,
getting like a special brief mission. And it's like eliminate her. She found out. And like, not that she found out, he doesn't know what she found out,
right?
It's just that like this person is a fucking against us, internal threat, like neutralize, like she's whatever, these are your orders,
kill the target.
Yeah. And so we haven't like got a lot of his personality really so far, but now it's like it'll be his voice. We'll get to hear him be like how shocked he was, and that this was like that he had been watching her and he liked all these things, and like he had like he's a soldier that has always just done what he's told, because he was like born into, his family was not doing great, and so when the world fell apart, like you just became a soldier. That's like all you really had, and that's what his family's always done. So he's just I do what I'm told, but at heart is a sensitive guy who's very quick and bright and very, I was gonna say, like, he's smart, secretly smart,
secretly just
really
didn't have
smart.
The opportunity.
Just like he's very observant in a crazy way. Like that's his whole thing, is he just reads situations like super well and is always quietly observing whatever. So he's gonna get the mission to kill her, and then we'll cut back to that night where she is coming home.
He's got her pinned up against,
it'll be him, and so they'll struggle, have a little tussle, and then she'll like, it's him, he like takes his whatever mask off, and then instead of killing her, they have crazy,
love that,
heart racing adrenaline, crazy sex, and then from that point on, after the sex, he reveals that he was sent there to kill her, but that he's like can't do it, has a change of heart, and that he's been watching her like forever, and she'll be like, I know, like we've had this thing going on, and then she'll reveal what she fucking found, and then they fucking team up, and they're fucking, and they're on the, they try to fake their own deaths to get out of it, and then it's just a whole adventure of them fucking whistleblowing, but like trying to do it because like this is a crazy Big Brother controlled society, and no one's gonna believe them. So they have to do all this shit, and it's gonna come out, they're gonna prove that it was like the super ultra elite rich,
the Rothschilds,
saw
and the
what was going on in our times, and was like, the fact of the matter is we're too far gone. We got too many fucking people are alive. Our planet can't sustain the number of us. If anyone's gonna survive this thing, we gotta clean house. And they're like, if we can give, the planet a break and whatever. And so they weather control was their thing. Dried it all up. They're kind of just doing like a scorched earth thing. Let everything die. We'll bring the rains back. Ground's fertile again. We're fucking back. That's their plan. They're like, it's a long plan. And it's like, even the people that started it knew they weren't going to live to see this plan fulfilled. But they're like, we're the rich and elite, and if we consolidate all the resources of the humans, we'll have the best of it. We'll kill everyone else, and we'll have just enough to keep the engine running until we can get this thing going again, because we've done fucked up. And they're going to discover that and, start a revolution. Wow. Because at this point, damage is done.
For sure.
The people are dead. But now when we do restart everything, which we're going to do right now because they discovered the conspiracy,
we're going to do it
We're not going to be run by 6 fucking rich people.
I love that.
So that's what I think.
Saving the
Rain.
I think it's a great book. Would read it. Felt like I did.
Yeah.
Great story you painted there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm sure it's a ripoff of like 6 other stories, but everything is.
Nothing's original. No one's having an original thought.
Yeah.
You know? Great. Well, we'll see. And then I think after that is we're going to get into Christmas.
Because, this is November 26th. Then that one will be like early December. And then the next one will probably be the closest to Christmas.
Yeah. And we could do a couple Christmas episodes. I mean, there's so
holiday
much
season.
fucking Christmas smut. It's
we could do
crazy. So yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.